What's wrong with you?
Recently, was it last year? I think it was last year. We got an Exorcist movie set in the same universe as the original Exorcist. It was disappointing to say the least. It had some merits, but like overall, just not what you want from an Exorcist movie. So they're doing what they're calling a radical change in direction, and they hired Mike Flanagan. The Mike Flanagan is going to be doing an Exorcist movie. If you're like, oh, hey Cass, Mike Flanagan sounds familiar. Do I remember who that is? Yes. So, Netflix, A Haunting of Hill House, Midnight Mass, A Haunting of Bly Manor, and Fall of the House of Usher. All Mike Flanagan. This man has not missed in over a decade. I can't speak before that because I didn't watch stuff that came out in like 2011, but this man does not miss. And he is directing the new Exorcist movie. We have almost no information about what this is going to be about, but it's going to be in the Exorcist universe, and it is going to be my man, maybe my favorite horror director, Mike Flanagan. This is my dude, and I absolutely cannot wait for it. This is so... He has the potential to do such an interesting thing with the Exorcist universe. Reminder, this is the guy that did Dr. Sleep, the sequel to The Shining. I have talked about on the show. I hate the original Shining. I think it's so bad. I think the casting is crap. I think the visuals are absolutely gorgeous, but the story, some of the storytelling is iffy. The casting is really awkward with Jack Nicholson seeming like a sociopath the minute he walks through the door instead of the supportive dad that he's supposed to be. But Mike Flanagan directed Dr. Sleep with Ewan McGregor, an amazing sequel. So he has that ability to change very kind of old-fashioned horror like The Exorcist is into very modern horror. And Dr. Sleep was really scary. And so he has all the potential, and I cannot... We know very, very little. But yeah, Mike Flanagan, new Exorcist movie, was just announced. It's going to be so good. Yes, Kat, Kubrick should have been a DP.
Wow.
There are so many directors that should have been DPs. But Mike Flanagan is where it's at. Storytelling.
Kat says she couldn't hear some of the dialogue. I wonder if that means us. Anyway,
I hope not.
I like Exorcist, so...
No one's...
Yeah, I like the original Exorcist. I didn't like the one that came out recently.
Oh, nah.
The one with Leslie Odom Jr.
No.
It was just a disappointment, especially to be set in the same universe as that iconic movie. So Mike Flanagan directing the next one has such potential going forward.
I mean, I could not finish Haunting of Hill House because it scared me too much.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, everything he does.
So I haven't actually watched anything further that he's done, not because I don't think it's going to be good, but because I know I can't finish it.
Honestly, Haunting of Hill House is probably the scariest Netflix series that he did. Haunting of Bly Manor is also very scary, but less so. Midnight Mass is about religious trauma, so it's not as scary, but it's more...
I will say that one does look really interesting.
It's so good, and it's not as, like, jump scary.
Okay.
And you want to talk about religious trauma? The Exorcist has a lot of that. The young priest, is that his story is all about trauma and about how religion ties into your psyche. And so, yeah, he has absolutely tools.
Your mother cooks socks in hell.
Haunting is scary. Fall of House of Usher. Yeah, Fall of House of Usher is also scary, but like I don't remember it being as like jump scary.
I mean, I enjoyed...
It's Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed the original story from Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah.
I found it very interesting, so that one will probably be fine.
And the Netflix show is also other Poe throughout. Like, the Telltale Heart is in there. Black Cat is in there.
Really?
The, what is it called? The Morgue. Rue Morgue? Is that what it's called?
I think so.
That one's in there. The modern twist on the Telltale Heart is one of my favorite horror moments in the past 5 years. With an amazing performance by, I can't remember her name off the top of my head. But yeah, just absolutely fantastic show. And it gets a little preachy towards the end, but again, The Exorcist. Maybe a little bit. Yeah, he's an absolutely fantastic storyteller.
It's gonna be good.
I feel like I've missed out on the Netflix series.
There's also, yes, a reference to Never Put the Devil in Your Head, which is Kat's favorite Poe story.
Probably have to check that out then. Okay.
Yeah, it's great.